Hi, family. I have a lot of information to share, this being one of many recordings. So let's just take a moment to take a deep breath and start connecting to our soul and our inner divinity for a moment. I'm having dreams that about the four directions. And I'm not going to go into the dreams. I'm going to go straight to the message that I'm capturing from the dream. And what happened, to give you a little backstory as to why I'm getting this message and why the dreams led me to the conclusion I came to. I was in Puerto Vallarta and I met this woman that was considered an angel channel. And I had no plans to necessarily go see her, but the person I was with took me there. And before I knew it, I was sitting in front of her. And I was telling her that I wanted to start working in Puerto Vallarta in the hypnosis. And I explained to her what I did. And then she asked me a very simple question. She said, first of all, her first question actually was, are you from Puerto Vallarta? And I said, no. So she said, it's really important for you to understand that if you're not familiar to the elements and beings of this area, you need to ask permission to work. So she proceeded to tell me to go outside and do a ceremony to the four directions, bringing them a gift and asking permission. She says it's kind of like knocking on the door of the four directions and asking permission if I could do my work in this space, which is wherever I was in PV. And being that I've done so many Native American ceremonies, I figured, well, there's definitely nothing to lose. And ceremony is always beautiful to connect to the elements, to the beings that reside in all the directions, and the angelic world that also works in those areas, in those doors. So I actually went on the beach the very next day and did this beautiful ceremony. I saw so many animals. Nature was very abundant that day. That's a whole other thing, but I felt very graced, and I think it was the first time I ever really connected to a body of water and actually asked for permission. It just seemed like Neptune, or there seemed to be something about the waters that were very dominant in that area. So I did my ceremony, and from that day forward until I left, about a month later, I was booked day and night. And actually, I don't even think it was a month later. I think I left about a week later, now that my memory is coming back in terms of the timeline. Now, you could say it's coincidence, but I felt there was something very important, magical about really connecting to the hierarchy and the guidance of a space, and saying, I would like to do my work here, and I'm asking permission, so that doors are open for you. So in the dreams that I've had lately, it's kind of telling me it's all about gifts left at the different doors, stories about dancing and going to each door, the way we did in the moon dance. When you do a moon dance, every single night you actually dance to each door. So I did a ceremony to open the doors for me here in New York City. New York City has never really been an area that I've lived. And I feel it's time to open whatever is looking to come through and manifest. So I'm posting some pictures. The pictures you're seeing are actually just an example of what you can do in a ceremony. I'm happy to answer any questions from anyone who's interested in doing a ceremony. You could do it yourself. I also do ceremonies if you're interested in my coming and doing a ceremony. But it's quite simple. It's all about the sacredness of how you approach it, the intent that you place, and that everything's coming from the heart. It's just very simple. So if you have a creative project or something you've been looking to launch, or if you've already have put yourself out there and you're not getting the kind of response that you're hoping for, try the ceremony. It's really very helpful. So that's my first recording. It's about not taking for granted the energies that we are surrounded by, and to ask permission for doors to be open.